Today the short that we're going to do is going to be plow and shoulder stand. Shoulder stand is a great inversion. It's also a great inversion for scoliosis. That's why I have it on the essentials for scoliosis. But it's a great inversion. It's pretty accessible. It's not a headstand. It's not a handstand. So let's get started. Let's first connect with our breath. So get in a vertical or laying down position. Inhale, expand. Exhale, release. Rest your mind on the path of the breath. Begin softening. I also, counterindications, any kind of neck thing, don't bother doing it. Any kind of cervical spine thing, don't bother doing it. I'm sure your chiropractor or doctor has already talked to you about that if you do have one. And also, I would do this after you're warmed up, okay? Or you can use a lot of props, which I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you both ways. Shoulder stand, people do it with no props at all, just a mat and the floor. I learned with blankets and props, so I'm going to show you with blankets and props. I've done it many times without blankets and props. I just think it's more comfortable with. Okay, props always make things easier. So I'm going to show you what I have here. I have a bolster. This is really just for comfort because it's going to be my landing pad. I also have, I have 4 blankets, okay, and I just put them the long way. I stack them on top of each other. Again, you don't need the blankets. Some yogis will tell you you do need the blankets, but I'm going to tell you that I've done it without the blankets. It's much more comfortable, and even if you don't want to use all these blankets, it's just really nice for your neck if you at least have 1 or 2 mats at least for the floor, because the bones in the neck can get sore right on a wood floor. So, and then I have all those blankets, but I don't want my elbows to slip off, so I put the mat over it. I just folded the mat over it. All right, let's get started. So we're going to start in plow. Warning, plow is your feet above your head, over your head. So if you don't think your feet can touch the floor, you just get a chair. Just put a chair right behind you. So I would do this, just so my feet had somewhere to land, and I would make sure the chair is on the mat. But I don't need one, and for me it's more uncomfortable. It's more uncomfortable to use the chair. I want my feet down to the floor. So I'm going to sit on here, and what I want my shoulders on the edge of the blankets. I want my head on the floor. Also, another warning, do not move your head. Once you're in this pose, don't move your head. So you come up, you come into the plow, and you roll your shoulders under. I get my elbows close to one another. You can use a belt around the elbows. I'm probably going to do another video, more extensive props, with more props. Just put your hands on your back, come in a plow, take one leg up at a time, vertical, and you keep getting vertical. Elbows in. You press your hips forward, feet back, spread your toes, little internal rotation on the legs. So your legs are just lined up. And breathe. And it's an inversion, so I would stay here for at least 3 minutes. You can stay for more though. You have to engage the quads. Let the back of your neck nice and long. Breathe. Exhale. begins to settle. This is also a great one, not only for scoliosis, because I've heard that it makes you, for people with scoliosis, it makes them feel balanced in a way that they can't feel balanced on their feet. Sort of eliminates the whole imbalance in the hips. This is also wonderful for runners right after a run. Either put your legs up the wall or you could just get into a full shoulder stand. And that was about 3 minutes. I didn't time it, but I know that's about 3 minutes. So we're going to come back down into the plow. And you can take your hands overhead. Plow is another nice pose. You can really stay here for as long as you like. But I'm going to show you how to come down. So basically you unroll your spine. So you really traction out the spine, lay down one vertebrae at a time. And that just feels really, really good. And then from here, it's easy to come into Shavasana because you're laying down. And just pause. Roll off of your props, so roll to your side. I'm going to come up and say namaste to you, but you can lay in Shavasana. Thank you very much.